Hey, it's Gothy, and some updates and stuff. Again, stitching wise, I haven't done much. I have Illidan's under the blanket, so if you see that move, that's what that is. I'm going to ignore that for the time being. I've been working on Arthas, and as you can see, I've had to unpick parts because I've just. This one section has just been problematic for me. It's been a real pain in the ass. I think it's a combination. I think one of the causes is because the lighting in my room is shitty at night time, and I do most of my stitching at night. So I think I just miscounted some stuff because it's not been great lighting in here. That's a bit better. It's a bit more tensioned. Yeah. So I'd stitched this bottom part, and then I stitched the top part, and it didn't meet up. So I unpicked all the top part and then restitched it. So following the pattern again and double marking the pattern with white over the green and everything, and the top part is fine. The top part is perfect. It was the bottom part, so I unpicked a bunch of the bottom part, restitched it, still didn't meet up. So I sort of worked out that I think I know where I went wrong now. I think I know where I put an extra stitch in that I shouldn't have. So I've unpicked all the way over to here, which is almost to the start of that page, and hopefully now it will meet up, because as far as I can tell, I'm going to double check again, but as far as I can tell, that should be fine. That's where I should go from. So that's been really frustrating, and like I said, I think it's because of lighting. The lighting in my room at nighttime is horrible. I've got pull it around my camera. I've got this lamp that I use, it's my reading lamp, which is fine for reading because it's that's probably horrible to look at, but it's one of those LED, it's a cheap lamp. It's not a very good lamp. It's cheap. It's good for reading because it's just a solid light, and it doesn't need to be anything specific when I'm reading. It's just, yeah. But setting it up on the edge of my desk, on the extension part, which is a mess at the moment, it puts all the light in one spot, and it's really hard on the eyes, and I end up with migraines and stuff. And crafting without another lamp, my bedroom light just isn't strong enough to do anything, and I think that's what the problem is that I'm trying to stitch and there's just not enough light to get things done. Yeah, so that's been an issue. And I think that's why I kept screwing that one spot up. I'm going to set up to make a new start while I'm talking, actually. I'm doing a sampler from Cross Stitch Teddies. This is Joan Elliott. I'm doing... where is she? I'm doing this one for a friend, for his niece. So, I should have started already, but I haven't yet. I've just had so much other stuff going on. That's the pattern. Shouldn't have shown that much of it. Plastic noises. But this is Color Cascade, and it's 18 count, and the colorway is Indian Sunset. So I'm going to write on this one what it is, just so that I can remember. If I need to write it down anywhere, I can do that. But this is what the fabric looks like. So it's showing up a little bit more orange, but it's a bit more pink in person. It always smells so nice. But I'm going to be starting that because that's for a friend, like I said. I got my Fiberlicious order. Everything is a mess at the moment. It's it's not even funny. Everything is a mess. I haven't been doing much crafting at all. I've been stressed out of my mind with job network again, Except this time they're threatening to cut me off because their office is not accessible when I'm on my scooter. Because I still haven't found a way that I can get my wheelchair there. Like me and my wheelchair there. Because my area doesn't have any, like, community transport schemes or anything like that. It's either you can pay for a taxi or you can't. And even though I don't live far from my job network, it's still $20 each way. And they want me to come in twice a week. So that's $80. And I get paid fortnightly. So that would be $160 a fortnight just for going to appointments. They won't reimburse that much money for travel. And I don't have that kind of money to spare in the first place anyway. So that's not going to happen. Yeah, so I've been trying to work it out, trying to push enable, I haven't been looking for work at the moment because I know if someone were to offer me even just an interview, I couldn't get there because of current situation with transport and everything. So there's no point in me doing it. Like, it's a waste of my time, it's a waste of an employer's time. Like, I know I can't do it at the moment. So what I've been doing instead is, like, contacting charity groups, and I've been contacting just everything I can think of to try and get this wheelchair done, like to try and get it done early, because they want me to wait another year plus minimum. And yeah, it's just all of my effort is going into that, so there's not much else getting done. I'm like stressed past, like I'm don't know how I'm dealing. Somehow I am. But yeah, Friday was like the day from hell. Like, I had trouble with Centrelink, and then I had trouble with Optus, and then Job Network were threatening to cancel all of my payments and like have me cut off and everything because their office is not 100% accessible. Like, it was just like the perfect storm of shit. So it was not in a good way, and I'm just sort of. Now this week is just going to be a week of trying to deal with it all and trying to work out what to do. So hopefully I get some more crafting done this week. I've got some housework and stuff to do as well, but yeah. I have painted some of my models up. I wish this camera had an autofocus, but this is my Furiosa Tyrannid. He's not finished. Like, not even close to finished. There's still more to do on him. I need to put some more glue on that. This was one that I got. It's like a Marb Grindilo. I've just done the first coat of skin. I like the model, but I'm not completely sold on it. I don't like it as much as I like the Warhammer ones. And I've started doing the dress and stuff for my Banshee. But again, I just haven't been doing much. I did finish something, and I'm trying to work my way to getting to it. Like I said, everything's a mess. I'm going to switch Arthas over to a hoop, because while I'm getting closer to that one edge, I should have left a bit more space in between. So this week, yeah, Job Network Thursday, Slipknot on Saturday. I cannot wait. That's going to be good. It's going to be weird not being in the mosh pit for it. That's still probably the biggest thing that I'm adjusting to when it comes to gigs. But I finished that one, at least. Did I do the other ones? No, I didn't finish them. I finished that one, which I'm pretty happy with. But, again, just not doing much. It's just, there's so much stuff to do that by the time that I do actually sit down and think, oh, I can do some crafting, I just don't want to. Which is frustrating. I have so much to do. And I've got like a bunch of stuff that I've started and haven't finished. Like, you know, I started one in this colouring book, which is the Release Your Anger one. Yeah, and it's just, nothing's happening. It's just all crap. I have to be careful not to throw things on top of Illidan. What I did do, though, was that I got one of those, like, diamond painting things off eBay. It cost me like $3. I actually did it. It's, you know, it's not great. I mean, it was $3. I'm not surprised. Like, I'm happy to just throw this out when I'm done with it. Like, I don't care. But it was relaxing. It was relaxing. So, and it's basically like cross stitch, but with glue and these little diamondy things. And I've got like a whole bunch left, so I don't know what I'm gonna do with them, but it's done. Yeah. And what else? That's about it. Like, it's mostly just been dealing with life stuff. Life stuff is annoying. And I just put stuff on top of the other stuff that I was going to do. I'm all over the place. So, Fabulous order. That's something that I can show that's always good. But, yes. Job network is beyond frustrating. Like, yeah. The other thing that I'm trying to do at the moment is trying to work out a way where I can get away over Christmas and New Year. Because I don't want to have to deal with Christmas and stuff this year. Like, all the Christmas decorations and shit are already coming out. I've heard carols at places. I hate Christmas. I really hate Christmas. I hate all the things that happened around Christmas and stuff. And I hate New Year. But I just don't want to deal with it this year. But my family don't really accept that I'm not into Christmas and that I don't want anything to do with it. So I'm always, like, obligated to do stuff. And it's always an exercise in complete frustration and anger. So I'd like to try and get away from it this year. I'm trying to work out a way, and it's just frustrating. But, yeah, that's another thing that I'm trying to think about as well. And, So, Fabulous monthly club. So this one's Fairy Dreams. Purple and yellow and pink. This one is Creeping Myrtle. It's like a purpley lavender and a green. They show up much lighter on the camera than they actually are. This one's Tropical Fruit. So it's like a whole bunch of different colours. There's like pink, orange, green, blue. And like there's some like sort of softer lavender sort of colours there too, where it's mixed. This one is Wisteria, which is like it's different shades of purple. It looks white on the screen, but it's purple. Awesome Fall, green and maroon and like a goldy orangey sort of yellow colours. Butterscotch, just some browns. And this one is Venus Dogwood, which is greens and like a white. There's a white strip in there. That one's a really nice one. No surprise that I like the green one. Hello, Harley. My friend that lives across the road, whenever he's home, he likes to have his dog out in the front yard so she can run around and stuff. And that's who I can hear barking. So I'm guessing he must be out the front, probably doing something on the car or something. But yeah, she's out there and she's barking. She's adorable. She's just super, super energetic, so I try not to go near her because she likes to jump. This one's Highland Park, so it's like blue and like a reddy pink sort of colour. A bit of lavender at the bottom, and there's like a bit of a, I wouldn't say white, I'd probably say like a creamy, it's beige. There's Elsa, which is pink and blue. It's named after a frozen thing. Blueberry Hills, so it's like blues and like purpley, and it's like a yellow. There's a bit of a green in there too. And then we have, I'm gonna have to wind all these too. See, this is what I mean, like I'm all over the place. I'm like, yes, I'm gonna start these new projects, and then it's like, no, I need to do this, no, I need to do this. And so these ones were some Halloween exclusives. This one's Fright Night, so it's like orange and black. There's a bit of like grey and stuff where it mixes. This one's Smell My Feet. It's purple, orange, has a bit of blue in there and some green. This one's Neon Halloween. So it's like a neon-y green with purple, which is really nice. This is Witch's Cauldron. It's purple, orange, and like a dark grey. And my favourite one, It's not going to be surprising. Green witch. It's much more green than it appears in there. And I wish I had like 1,000 skeins of this because it's so pretty. It's really pretty. But then we have this one. This one doesn't have a name because this is a custom floss that I got. Illidan, you want to come out of the covers? You just go to sleep. Illidan. 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 He's just gonna sleep. This is the Illidan floss, basically. So it looks... the orange at the top is bright, but it's not quite as bright as it's showing on the screen. But, yeah, I have a project in mind that I want to do as, like, an Illidan thing. It's the Alessandra Adelaide, and it's one of the cat ones that I bought. It's down there. I'm not going to try and get it. But I'm going to do it in hand-dyed floss on probably Black Ada, because I'm a glutton for punishment. And this is the Illidan colorway. She, Ewan from Fivelicious did the custom for me, which makes me really happy. And it looks awesome. Like, I ordered 5 skeins. I'm not going to need 5 skeins, but I'm kind of thinking, is that the mailman? No, it's that chick. Okay. I'm thinking that I might try and find some more, like, cat silhouette sort of patterns, and maybe do a couple of them, and do them all in the Illidan colours. So that would be cool. And, yes. So, that's my custom one. It's my Illidan floss. I'll put these back in a bag, so that I can wind them later, because I can't be bothered to do it right now. I really should do it, though, but I'm just all over the place. What do I have coming? I'm still waiting on my colours down under order. They had some more sale charts, so I bought a couple more. They had some like ink circles and stuff for like $1, which, you know, I can't say no to that. I can't. There's lots of cars going past today. Not usually that many. What else? Oh, I want an OT light. Because, like, I was thinking about, oh, you know, I should get, like, a lamp for my desk. And, like, I was tossing up the idea of, like, getting a floor lamp, one that I can just adjust, and it's like, oh, where am I going to put it? And I was trying to decide and everything, and then, I was having a look at Spotlight one day, and they've got, like, an OT-Light rip-off kind of thing. And it's a, it's called a daylight lamp, and so I'm just marking the middle of this pattern. It's going to be this one here. Okay, cool. Yeah, so it's going to be like they're rip-offs of OT lights, which, you know, I've seen lots of stitchers use them and stuff, and they're apparently, like, really good for stitching and just crafting in general, because it's got, like, this special light bulb or something, and it's emulates daylight or some shit. I don't really know, but I know that they're, like, the go-to sort of things, but OT lights are really expensive. So, in Australia they are anyway. So I was looking at these, like, rip-off ones, and there was this really nice desk light one, and I was like, oh, you know, it's like $100, but it would last me really well, and I was sort of still tossing up on it, because it also has a magnifier on it, and I don't need a magnifier, so I don't like to feel like I'm paying extra for something I'm not going to use. Like, I don't need the magnifier. Even when I'm painting my minis, I don't need the magnifier. So it was just like, oh, well, what do I do? Like, do I get this one, or, you know, do I wait and see if there's something else that I can think of that will work just as well? There it is there. That's the cat, the one at the top that I'm going to do. I thought it was down in the thing. No. Yeah, so it's just like, oh, you know, what do I do here? So I was looking at some craft stuff on eBay, because I am really bad for, like, browsing eBay and buying stuff. Or even just browsing eBay. I do it a lot, even though I don't buy things all the time. I buy things a lot though. And I saw someone was selling an OttLight in Victoria, like the actual branded OttLight. And it was $25. Oh, it was $20. The auction, like it was an auction one. But it was $20 and $8 for shipping. So I thought, screw it, I'll put a bid in. If it goes above what I can afford, then, you know, no big deal. I tried. And I ended up winning it. So I'm getting an OttLight. And it's just a little desk one. It's not one of the huge ones. But it will be more than enough for what I need it for. I'll be able to move it to wherever I need to use it. And it's just going to be good. I can't wait. It's been shipped. I got the shipping notification this morning. Yeah, so $20 and $8 for shipping. I paid for it. It's in working order and everything. I don't know. Oops. I don't know how new it is, but it's fine. And the extra money, like the money that I'm saving, I can use to go and buy a replacement light bulb for it, just in case, just so I've got one sitting here. And also because it is getting shipped, like, I know she's gonna, like, you know, do the right thing and, like, wrap it all up and everything. It's gonna be nice and neat and safe, but just in case something happens, because Ozpost are dicks about things quite a lot. They don't like to be careful with things, so... But yes, that is coming. Those are my boxes of Fiberlicious. I've got 2 boxes now, just for Fiberlicious. And I've put them in, like, alphabetical order. So, yeah. So that's what I've been doing, is I've been organising all my flosses and stuff. And it's the rest of the Fiberlicious ones until I wind those ones. Actually, I think there's another... I think I've got another thing of those that I've got to wind somewhere. Crap. Do I? I don't even know. Like, I'm so scattered with everything. There's some painting stuff that I've been doing. I did those a couple weeks ago, but yeah. Just like mucking around. Don't put it on top of Illidan. Got my mermaids that I've got to do. I'm thinking I'm going to do those on some Colour Cascades fabric. What are those? What are those? Oh, those have got to go back into my drawer or into my container. They're small. They're the ones that I got before. Like, they're not new. I'm not buying that much. I could have sworn I had another bag of Fiberlicious that I had to... Yeah, I do. I do. I knew I did. I know I've hauled these ones. I know I've shown them off. But I knew I had another thing that I had to... Yeah. And then I've got a few DMCs that I needed for a project that I've got to wind as well. So there we go. I can put some shows on and do some winding later. See, I'm all over the place. It's like, yes, I'm going to start this new project, and, you know, everything's going to be great. And still just farting around. Yes, so that colour is going to be 959. So it's really good because I've still got to edit videos and stuff. Like, I've got a ton of stuff on my camera. It's still just sitting there. What did I say it was? 959. It needs to be the next box. Yeah, so now I've got, like, my DMC are all in there. Boxes all organised by number. And I've got it so that number 1 starts here, and then it's the boxes with, like, it's like 4s to whatever, like 400s. The next one's like 700s and stuff. Yeah, so they're all in order. So if I need a colour, I know which box to go to, which is good. And I should have done that a really long time ago, but I didn't because I'm a noob. So yeah. But it also means that I'm not gonna do what I did before, which was always to have like a bazillion skeins of floss everywhere, and yeah, it's a good thing. I am usually exactly this scatterbrained when I'm starting new projects. The good thing about these fabrics too is because they come folded, you can already tell where the middle is, so I don't have to do that, which is nice. You can just get everything done. I'm going to do this one in the hoop for now. I might switch to the Q-snaps when I take Arthur's off there. Do I have? I've got my other Q-snap there. No, I'll use the hoop. I'll use the hoop. And it's going to go this way. So, let's do this. I've been playing lots of Overwatch lately because of the Halloween stuff. I dropped the pattern. Yeah. Lots of Overwatch. I'm almost level 100. Which, I mean, I've seen some people that are like level 300 and something. Like, it's kind of crazy. And I'm like, oh yeah, look, I'm almost 100. Yeah. I do need to play some more WoW. Like, I haven't been playing much. I've sort of been mucking around with some of my alts and stuff, which is alright. I finally used, like, with Legion, I got a boost, so I used that on one of my characters, and yeah. I'm just so scattered today. I've still got to go and do dishes at some point too, and like clean the kitchen, and maybe do some more washing, and yeah. Ow. Adult stuff. Life. Frustrating crap. It's pretty much what the last couple of weeks have been, just in general. But, yeah. This is a much longer video than I intended. I probably haven't even really spoken about that much. It's just been lots of rambling. Mad rambling. Although, one thing I can say, I might actually have a power chair by the end of the week. It's not my power chair. It is a Franken power chair, which Andrew has been gathering parts for over the last couple of weeks. But because in light of the job network saying, well, if you're not in for our appointment in our office next week, like by Thursday, like you're being cut off. So get a job before then. It's just like I've been unemployed for quite a long time now, and I'm somewhat housebound because of the public transport situation and everything. And you expect me to get a job in like 4 days, 5 days? Like, really? But Andrew is madly putting together a power chair for me out of like harvested bits from other power chairs and everything that we can find. It's not going to be it's not going to quite have the same battery. Like, the batteries are smaller than they'd usually put into a power chair and stuff, just because they're the only ones we can get a hold of at the moment. But it should do the job of getting me to the job network and back so they can shut their face. And depending on how good it runs, I'm going to be switching to a different job network because I'm kind of really over it. And it's not my consultant. My consultant's great. It's the business manager for them. She's the problem. And she works for a job network that does disability services, right? And she wants to sit there and tell me that when I say that I can't do something, or when I say that it's not safe for me to do something, or that my mobility aids won't do what she thinks they will do, instead of saying, oh, okay, I understand, it's, no, I'm sure you can. I'm sure you can. I'm sure your mobility aid can do that. I'm sure you can get your scooter into this tiny space that even wheelchairs have trouble with. And it's just like, are you, like, fucking serious? You work for a disability job network. You do not tell the person with the disability what they can or can't do if they're telling you that they can't. Like, you don't fucking do that. And that's why I want to change, because I'm sorry, but... And, like, the thing, I'm their only client that uses a wheelchair, and now I understand why. I am their only wheelchair-using client. And, like, my consultant's great. She's been good. She works her ass off. She's gone above and beyond for me. And she's not an asshole. She hasn't really done a lot for me in terms of like trying to help me find employment and stuff. Like I feel like she's still not doing enough to help. But she does try. But yeah, her response to all the shit last week was just, oh, even if you just get yourself like get an ABN and like do some self-employment and like start earning like $200 a week, and you won't have to worry about all of this. And I'm just like, if that was an option, I'd already be fucking doing it. Like, if that was honestly a thing that would work, I would be doing it. Yeah, and I get like, because I have been looking into the work from home stuff, but a lot of it just seems really dodgy and scammy and weird. And I have tried a few things before that haven't panned out. I did try even like doing the whole phone sex operator thing. That, no, I can't take that shit seriously enough. It just, I can't. That was a whole thing that I just couldn't do. But yeah, it's frustrating. The entire thing, my entire life at the moment is just like frustration after frustration. Like, when it comes to employment, when it comes to trying to get my course done, because the other thing is that without safe transport that I can use to access public transport, I can't do my placement, which means I can't finish my course. And I've got until 2018 to finish it, but I wanted to have it done by now. Like, I've done most of the stuff that I can do without placement. I could, like, the only thing that's stopping me now is the placement-based stuff, and it's frustrating because I can finish it. Like, I'm almost done. I'm more than halfway through, and I could have had it finished by the end of the year. I could have done my diploma in, like, 3 to 4 months. But because of all this crap, I can't, and it's pissing me off. And, yeah, like, that's just a whole thing. And then, like, I'm not going to say romantic life, because I don't do the whole romance thing, but in terms of, like, that sort of stuff, it's all frustrating, and, yeah. It's all frustrating, it's all annoying, and then, like, just everything. Everything lately is a source of frustration. And some days I'm alright, and some days I'm not. Like, Friday was the day from hell, and I was not coping. I came home, blasted some angry music, probably pissed the neighbors off, and then just went to bed. And that was it for me for the day. Like, I just couldn't. And my sleep is all over this place as well, like, and the weather keeps changing from, like, reasonably hot, look, it's almost summer, to, like, freezing, hey, sure it's not still winter, and it's just lots of crap, that's all it is. So, it's going to look really nice on this fabric. It's going to stand out a lot, and I'm happy with that. It's got lots of blues and stuff in it, which is good. What am I going to use to mark this one? I got these new pens on the weekend too, and they're like a brush marker. So I actually want to get some, I want to play around with getting some different like brushes and like markers and stuff. That is a thing that I would like to do. And I'm just going to mark this in black, because the back stitch, I don't ever mark back stitch, and I can just go off the book if I'm worried about not getting the right spots and stuff. How many did I do? I did 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. So I think this is probably just going to be my day. So I've done a few adulting things. I'm just going to keep messaging my friend that I'm chatting to. Listen to some music. I'll get up and do the dishes soon. I'll work on this. I'd like to actually get this finished really quickly, because if I can get this finished really quickly, then I can start my Illidan project and start that one. And yeah, I want to try and figure out a project to use that green and black Fiberlicious one on, because I want to stitch something on that. I want to stitch something with it. And yes, it's just, I think it's just sort of one of those months. What's really creeping me out though, something that I haven't spoken, how quickly has this freaking year gone? Like, it's kind of scary. It's almost November, which also means it's almost time for Illidan's shots. So that extra money that I was going to put towards the lamp, use for that too. Just got to get his yearly shots and like checkups and stuff. But yeah, like this year has gone really quick. It's kind of creepy. And the other thing that I've been freaking out about, which I came to a decision on the weekend, my reading challenge for the year. I set myself up to read 175 books for the year, and I'm not going to read 175 books this year. I've just been, like, I mean, I've been in a slump for everything, like, not just for reading, but for, like, even crafting and stuff, because I had so much shit going on. It's just, lately, like, the last few months have just been one thing after another, like, you know, moving, and then wheelchair stuff, and then more wheelchair stuff, and then more wheelchair stuff, and it's just been one of those, it's just been one of those years. So I sort of said, alright, well, I'm not going to get my reading challenge done for the year. You know, I've almost read 100 books. That's good. Like, it's not bad. I read 150, I think it was 156 in total for last year. But, yeah, just this year I'm not going to read 175 books. Whatever I get over 100, I'll be happy with. I've been in, like, a huge reading slump. I just don't want to read. And I've been, like, picking up new things and stuff, and, like, starting a bazillion books, and I just don't feel like reading. So, I'm not going to finish it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so I'm just not going to finish the reading challenge, which is fine. Like, it's not a huge deal. It's just something that I do for fun. I am a little disappointed in myself, but I think that just sort of comes with territory of being me and having my illnesses and whatever, which was the other thing that I was going to talk about. This is just going to be a really long vlog. Like, I'm sorry, it's going to be horrible. If you're still watching now, then I'm kind of surprised, but yeah. Yeah, so next year, I don't know whether I'm going to set it to 150 again, or whether I'll do 175, but I'll just, you know, if I get to, you know, I'll get past 100 books by the end of the year, easy. And whatever I do past that, I'll just be happy with that. Hey, you know, you didn't read 175 books, but you still read this many, which, considering all the shit you've been dealing with, that's a good thing. And go from there. The other thing was that, I went to a fetish party on the weekend. It was good. I got tied up, which was nice. But mostly I just talking to lots of different people, and like, yeah. One of the things that I was talking about with someone was, she was talking about how women are very rarely put onto the autism and Asperger's spectrum because, it's something to do with women and getting diagnosed with it and stuff. Yeah, we were talking about it, and it's been something that I have been interested in for a little while. That I've been curious about. And we were chatting and stuff, and she was, like, asking me, like, oh, you know, what do you think about this, and what do you think about this, how do you react to this? And she actually, like, this is not, like, out of the blue, sort of random kind of thing. Like, I've wondered for a long time if I was on the spectrum. There's a lot of things, like, I don't think I have autism. I think, if anything, it's Asperger's. But I've wondered for a while. The same way that I wonder if my knees are not really just a standalone problem, that it's in with the rest, and that I maybe have EDS or something like that. Like, it's not the only thing that I think about. But yeah, I've thought about it for a while, because, like, I have things with, like, foods of certain textures and fabrics of certain textures, and like the bed sheets is a big one. Like if you remember my huge meltdown last year because my bed sheets got ruined and I couldn't find ones that I could sleep in, and you know that's a thing, and like social stuff, and what else was there? There was something else we discussed. Some of the reasons that I like rope and stuff like that, and um, like things like, you know, that I'm horrible at I'm terrible at maths. Like basic multiplication, I can't handle. But reading and English I'm really good with, and like, yeah, it's just like lots of little cues. And like these were the things that I was discussing with her, and she's like, I'm pretty sure you're on the spectrum. And, you know, she started telling me about like all these studies and stuff that have gone into women in particular on the spectrum, and how it's very undiagnosed, um, underdiagnosed, because of, I don't know, like some sort of stigma or something. And yeah, it's kind of interesting. So I think when I go see my doctor Thursday, I might discuss that with her too, because I was going to discuss getting tested for like EDS and fibro and a bunch of stuff, because I've been having all these other little health issues that have been popping up, and I just can't pretend that I think that they're all unrelated anymore. Like, I'm pretty sure there is something bigger at work here that is affecting my knees and everything else, and that it's all part of one parcel. A very shitty health parcel, but all part of one parcel. So I was going to talk to her about that anyway, so I might as well throw this other stuff in there. But yeah, it's kind of interesting. Like, you know, when you hear someone talking about something and you're sitting there and I'm like, check, 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 oh shit. It's kind of like that. And it's not a bad thing. It would actually explain a lot, but it would also just be sort of helpful to know. Like, and I think that's where I'm at the moment. It's just, if I knew that, well, this is why this happens, this is why you're like this, then it's just like, oh, you know, it's less anxiety, less paranoia, less all of that. So I will speak to the doctor about it and see what she says and kind of go from there. But yeah, so there's a start on this one. Yay! But I'm gonna go because it's already like ridiculously long. It's gonna take forever to upload, and I don't know if anyone will even bother watching all of it. But I will see you guys later, and hopefully I will have some more progress with craft stuff, and maybe some good news for once, because that would be nice too. That would be really nice. Bye.